hands. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's just start off with rolling the shoulders back, one and the other. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. So we're just taking a little warm up. We'll move it down the body. So just rolling the shoulders back and back. This will help. I'm wearing black with a black background. Roll it back, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Bring the elbows into it. So now we're making the movement just a little bit bigger. Taking the elbows back. My feet are together, my knees are bent. So I'm just adding a little bit of movement into my torso parts of the body. And now big circles with the arms. We're still going backward. That's good. Circling back, circling back. That's it. Good. And rest the arms. Let them hang down. Now we're going to do the same thing but forward. So starting with a small rotation. Stand over here. Small rotation with the shoulder, circling forward, circling forward. Good, bringing the elbows into play, making the movement just a little bit bigger. That's good. Now bringing it into a freestyle swimming motion. Good. That's it. And relax it down, relax the arms, shake it out. Take a step wide. So your feet and knees are hip distance apart, and lift the shoulders to the ears, and then exhale, drop them down. Inhale, pull them up. Exhale, drop them down. One more time. Inhale up, and then exhale, drop them down. Good. Roll them both back, emphasizing the back motion. So you're going to roll them up, back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and drop them down. Bring them up to the ears, roll them back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, drop them down. Okay, one more time. Roll them up, take them back, and drop them down. That's the position that you should be in all day, every day. So if you feel like you're punching or shoulders are up, just do a roll up, squeeze your shoulder blades, drop them down, and that's where you should be. So you have a nice long neck. Okay, so now we're going into the neck exercises. Your abdominals are in tight, your knees slightly, very slightly bent. And we're going to take the chin to the chest, look up and down. Look down and up. Look down and up. Look down and up. Keeping your shoulders in that position. Really trying to tuck the chin in as you go down. That's it. Tuck it in. Tuck it in. Now look over your right, look over your left. Look over your right, look over your left. Right shoulder, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder. One, then the other, then one, then the other. And then look all the way to the floor. And look all the way to the floor. All the way to the floor. So we're looking over one shoulder and then the other. Look up to the ceiling. From one side to the other. Keeping the shoulders back and down. All the way up and down, up and down. Good. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Good. Okay. So whenever you forget, roll back, squeeze your shoulder blades together down, and the chin should be tucked in. So this pushing into the dimple of your chin should be where your neck sits. Okay? All right, so now we're going to take a little step side to side. So we're going to come into the rest of the body. Good. And take your arms out to the side and reach and reach and reach. So I'm doing a little tap with my feet. Good. Tapping in, stretching out with the arms. Reach and reach and reach and reach. And take it out and take it out and take it out and take it out. Now, bring the hands onto your hips, circle the hips around one way, big circle, taking it as far up to the edges as you can. Good, so you're all the way forward and then all the way back, all the way forward, all the way back. Good, making it as big as possible and then change direction, around the other way. Good, around we go. That's it, and around we go. Excellent. Making those circles as big as you can. That's it. Keeping the abdominals in tight to support the spine. That's it. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to come side to side. So just wiggling your hips side to side, side to side, side to side. Good. Okay, we're going to bring in a little arm action. So we're going up and down with the arms. Up and down, up and down. Good. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the neck long. And punching up, and punching up, and punching up, and punching up. Good. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Arms to the side. Reach, reach, reach it out, reach it out, reach it out, reach it out, reach it out. So we're getting this nice warm up through the lumbar region of the spine and a little bit up into the upper spine, thoracic spine. Good. All right, now you're going to bring the hands onto the thighs, round the back and flatten the back, round the back and flatten the back, round it up and flatten, round it up and flatten. Good, so we're punching up into the thoracic spine and then flattening it out. Now I want you to emphasize the flattening out. Flatten, flatten, flatten. So you're sticking your hips way out behind and trying to drop, ladies, your bra strap level part of your spine, or just below you boys, just below your shoulder blades. You want to try and flatten that out, sticking your chest out as much as you can, and then round it up, round it up, round it up, round it up, and then flatten the chest. Good, so you're trying to drop that part. It's right there, that mid-spine level, sort of 2/3 down, is where we tend to sort of round our back slightly. I don't know if you can see that, but we're rounding our backs there. So you really want to try and flatten that out. Round and flatten, round and flatten. 2 more. Round and flatten and round and flatten the back. And then roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, all the way up to standing. Tall, roll your shoulders up, down and back. March the legs. March it out, march it out, march it out. Good. That's good. So we're going to start moving. So now we're going to take the hands to the thighs and lift onto the tiptoes, reaching the arms in the air. So we're coming up, up, and up, and up. Good, good. And lift, and lift, and lift. Reaching out, reaching out, reaching out. Coming onto the tiptoes. So as my arms reach up, I'm lifting onto my tippy toes. Good. Bring it up, bringing it up, bringing it up, and up, and up, and up. 4 more, and 4, and 3, and 2, and march it out. March it out, march it out, march it out. Good. Standing tall, tummies in, shoulders rolled back. Good. Now I'm marching and rolling my shoulders at the same time. Coordination. That's good. That's it. Okay, take the legs wide again and we're going to reach over the head. So we're just step and tapping. That's it. So we're tapping out the toe, reaching the arms over the head. Good. That's it. Okay, now we're going to reach across the body. So we're going to come across the body and twist. So I want you to twist, look at your hand. Look at your hand, look at your hand. Twisting up, twisting up. Good. Twist, and twist, and twist. Twist it up, twist it up. Good. That's it. Reaching, 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 and reaching, and reaching. And march it out. March it out. Good. Okay, so we should feel nice and limber, warming up the body into all the joints, getting all the synovial fluid flowing through the joints, lubricating the joints. Okay, we're going to lift opposite hand to knee, rounding up. Make sure the heels are on the floor, swinging out the arms. Lift, lift, lift. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Good. Lift, lift, lift. Bring it up, bring it up. Good. Keep it going, going. Up, up, Good. Lift. 4 more. 4, 3. Elbow to knee, opposite. Here we go. Cross, cross, cross. That's it. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Keep it tall. Tummies in. Twist, twist, twist. Good. That's it. So you're keeping the body up nice and tall, of course, always using the abdominal muscles. Shoulders are dropped down. Abdominals are pulled in. Lifting the spine. Now we're going to take hand to heel behind. Back, back, back. Good. Reach, reach, reach. Reach it back, reach it back. Good. Touching the heel. That's good. Touch, and touch, and touch, touch. Good. Here we go. For 4, for 3, for 2. March it out. March it out, march it out, march it out. Good. Keep it tall, lengthen up, shoulders roll back and down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull the abdominals in, keep the spine elevated. Chin tucked in. Good, good. Okay, so now, with that all in mind, we're going to step wide, wide, narrow, narrow with the feet, taking the right foot out first. Here we go. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Right, left, left, right, left, left, out, out, in, out, in. So when you step forward, step onto your heels and then back onto your toes. So we're using the whole foot for this exercise. So forward onto the heels, back onto the toes. Forward onto the heels, back onto the toes. Good. Now we're going to change sides. Left leg first. Left, right, left, right. Good. Bring in some arms. Take it out and in and out and out and in and in. Take that. In and out. Good. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, wide, wide. One more time. March it on the spot. March, march, march. Good. Keeping it tall. Tummies in. Shoulders are rolled back. Good, good, good. Nice big march. That's it. Now, if you feel like it, you can take it into a little trot if you want. So you have 2 options. Trotting or marching. Okay. That's it. Keeping it nice and tall. Chin tucked in. Shoulders rolled back. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep it going. Good. Excellent. Okay, take the legs wide. We're going to come into some little squats. Little squats. Okay, up and down. So when you squat, you're sticking the hips out behind you and you're keeping the chest lifted. All right, and we're only doing the small ones. We're still warming up. We're warming up into the thighs, looking straight out in front, and you can take your hands forward as a counterbalance. We'll do this a little bit later on in the workout, using the weights to counterbalance our weight. Okay, very good. Okay. Yes, we're already finished our warm-up. Time flies. Okay, keep the march, keep the march, keep the march. So we're going to keep moving. I want you all, make sure you have space around you and no carpets or furniture to trip over. I want you to take a little jog forward and backward or around your room, around your space. But I want you to include a forward and a backward motion. Okay, so even if it's just forward and backward, that's it. Keep it going. Keep moving. That's it. Lovely. Keep jogging. Keep jogging. Perfect. Jogging, jogging, jogging. Jogging, jogging, jogging. Great. Looks like some of you are running into each other's screen. That's good. Keep it going. Keep moving. That's it. Okay. So bring it back to the spot, wherever the spot is. So we're back together. Shut my doors. Santiago was in school. I don't want him to disturb him. Okay, so we're going to do a little march. Come back to a march, everybody, please. And we're going to do a half jack. So we're touching side to side, lifting the arms just to shoulder height. We're not going to use any weights at the moment. We'll bring them in at the second part of the class. Okay, so we're tapping out to the side. Tapping out, tapping out. Right, so good. Tap and tap. So we're going to do a little aerobic section at the beginning. And then we'll do some weight, posture, and balance work. Okay, lift the arms over the head if you want to make it a little bit harder. If you want to elevate the heart rate just a little bit more. Take it up, take it up, take it up. Good. Lift and lift and lift. Now to the side again. Side, side, side. Good. So you have the options of high arms or low arms or alternating. We're going to go over the head. Here we go. Push up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, to the side. Low, low arms. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, march it out. March it out, march it out. Good. Keeping it nice and tall. Excellent. Okay, we're going to come into a big march. Lifting the knees, here we go. Bring it up, up, and up. Swinging the arms by the side. Lift it, lift it, lift it. Good. These big movements will really help increase the heart rate. Lift it up, lift it up, lift, lift, lift. Good. Up we go, and up we go, and up we go. Now I want you to take opposite hand to foot. So reach, reach, reach. Okay, you're aiming to reach all the way out to the toes. Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch. But think about posture. Keep your upper body tall. We're not lowering down, okay? We're lifting, using the abdominals to bring the leg up, and the opposite hand to foot. March it out. March it out, march it out. Good. That's it. Keep it tall. Chin tucked in. That's it. Shoulders down. Now we're going to take 2 squats to the side. Okay? So we're going to do a little squat, center, little squat, center. Take it back. 1, center, 2. Let's do 3. 3, 2, 1. Back again. 3. Sitting on your heels as you go back into the squat. 1 more there and back. 3, 3, 3, 3. 2 and 1. 3 more. 3, 2 and 1. March it out. March it out. March it out. March it out. Standing tall, shoulders down. Tummies in. Good. Half jacks. Here we go. Tap and tap and tap. 4 more, then we're going to do hands over the head. Ready, over the head. Here we go. For 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Low arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. High arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Elbow to knee, opposite. Up and up and up and up. Stay tall. Lift, lift, lift. Chin tucked in, shoulders are down. Good. That's it. Let's do another 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Kick the leg in front. Kick it up, kick it up. Get up, kick. But keep the body tall, remember? And you're trying to get to the toes. That's your aim. Reach. So the more you pull the abdominals in, the higher the legs should come. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. March it out. Good. Well done. March it out, march it out, march it out. Okay, we're going to do the wide, wide, narrow, narrow, leading out with the right leg. But what I want you to try and do is come down, down, up, up. So squat, squat, tall, tall. Okay, off we go. Down, down. But you can just do a normal, if you have knee issues, just do a normal wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Okay? But the trick for the knees is to stay on your heels. Heels, heels. Okay? That will help protect the knees. So when you step forward, you step onto the heels only. No toes. Good. Out, out, in. One more. Left leg out. Left, right. Heel, heel, toes. Heel, heel, toes. Good. Remember, you don't need to do the squat, but if you work and engage these gluteal muscles, it's going to help protect your back. So we need abdominals and glutes strong to support our lumbar spine. Two more. Out, 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 out. March it out, march it out. Good. Big march, big march. Standing tall, postural check, shoulders roll down. Okay, another little postural check. Keep the legs moving, keep marching. And I want you to lift the arms up over the head. Squeeze them back as far as you can go, but your shoulders are dropped down. And then come down to your side. Push back, push back, push back, push back. Bring it all the way up, 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 up. Shoulders come together, shoulder blades. So you're lifting all the way up, wide. And then take the arms down and push it out behind you. Good, arms come all the way up. Keep the legs moving. It's a slow motion with the arms. Shoulders are down, chin's tucked in. Take the arms down. Reach back, pushing the palms out behind you. Good, one more time. Take the arms all the way up. Working into the rectors of the spine and take the arms all the way down, 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 down. Reach out behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Good. Okay, keep this motion here with the arms going back and touch back with one foot. Touch and touch, alternating legs. Touch back, touch back, touch back. Okay, those of you with good balance, and if you want to increase the motion, you can elevate your leg away from the floor completely. Okay, so you can either tap or you can lift, 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 okay? So you're working deeper into the glutes, working into those upper body postural muscles. Back we go, back we go, back we go, back we go. Good. Here's 4 and 3 and 2, march it out. March it out, march it out. Just going to put a little extra light on the situation. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Half jacks, right, left. High arms. You should be nice and warmed up now. We want to keep your heart rate elevated. Good. Tapping out, tapping out, tapping out. Good. Up we go, and up we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, tap back, tap back, tap back. Now, the arms are coming from the thighs to in line with the eyes. From the thighs to the eyes. Good. Touch and touch and touch and touch. 4 more. 4, 3. Now, lift the leg. Push the arms out. I want all of you to lift the leg. We've slowed the motion down. We're extending the leg out behind. And we're putting something away, pushing something into the cupboard over the head. Okay, but we're using the abdominals to stabilize and to support the back as we push and push and push and lift the leg, lift the leg, lift and push and lift and push and lift. 4, 3, 2, march it out. Good. March it out, march it out. Okay, the legs are wide. We're now going to bring opposite hand to heel. Here we go. Arms are wide and we're reaching back to touch the heel. Good. Good, good, good. Shoulders are down. Then try and make contact. Touch the heel, touch the heel, touch the heel. Those that have been with me for a long time, you should be touching. Now, if you want to make it even harder, you can add a squat into the middle. Good. Squat and lift. That's an option. You can just do the normal. Reaching back there may be enough. Okay, if you want to add a little bit more, add a squat. Squat, 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 squat. Good. 4, 3. March your legs. March it out. Good. We're almost at the end of this section. So we're going to come back to the Supermans, where the arms are coming up and the leg is either tapping or extending out behind. Here we go. Take it out. Lift the arms. So it's a slow arm elevation coming from the thighs, lifting the leg, or tap and tap and tap. Okay, wherever you feel right for you today. But make sure the tummy is tight. You're pulling the tummy button into the spine. Lift. Lift or touch. Good. Keep it going for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. March it out. March it up. March it up. We always come back to a march just to catch up. Good. That's it. Hand to heel, opposite. Here we go. Hand to heel. Touch and touch and touch and touch. If you want to add the little squat in the middle, that's great. We're working a little bit deeper into the thighs. Now, all of these exercises, you should be toward the back of your foot. In other words, your toes should be lifted. Okay? Somebody said to me the other day, but every time I put my weight on my heels, I fall over backwards. Well, it's only really when you're doing the exercise, not when you're walking. But you need to keep the weight from the center of the foot. So this is your foot, here are your toes, from the middle to the back of the foot. And then we start building up the support balance muscles. Okay, march it out, too much talking. That's it. Okay, standing tall, posture check. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, tuck the chin in. And we're right on cue for a water break. So have a drink and then grab your tin cans, your water bottles, your wine bottles, your weights, whatever you have to use for the next round of exercises. And I would like you to also have either a stretch band, a resistance band, or a strap. Okay, strap, a solid strap. So if you don't have this, you may have this. If you don't have a stretch band, you may have a resistance band. I mean, if you don't have a resistance band, you may have a solid band. Okay. All right, so grab your weights. Our first exercise will be using weights. So weights in hand. I have 3 kilos, which are a little heavy. So you want anything between 1 to 2, even pounds, actually, pounds or kilos. 2 may be a little bit too much, like the 3 is too much for me. But that's what you're looking for. Okay, so legs are wide, shoulders are rolled back, chin is tucked in. So now that we're working with weights, it's even more important to think about your posture, okay? So first of all, we're going to work the biceps, the top of the arm. So your palms are facing in toward your body. You're going to turn your wrists and bring your hands up to your shoulders. And then you're going to turn the wrist back so the palms are facing your thighs. So rotate, roll up, rotate and down. Rotate, roll up and down. Good. So we're working into the bicep, which is a very important muscle for day-to-day life. So what I try to think about, as most of you know, is functional exercises. Exercises or movements that we use in our day-to-day life. We use with weights, and we also do those movements without the weights. Good. Try to exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. 4 more. We do about 20 repetitions, but don't count because I'll probably be completely off. And rest it down. Good, well done. Keep the weights. March the legs. We still want to keep the heart rate a little bit elevated, so we'll do a little bit of a marching of the legs in between. Okay, we're going to work into the leg muscles. So remember, you can do this from a seated position to a standing or just a free squat. So I have my weights on my hips, and I'm going to stick my buttocks out behind me, and I'm coming down into a squat, oops, without falling, coming down into a squat and standing up, squeezing my buttocks at the very top to get that extra bit of work into the buttock muscles on the way up. The chest stays up all the time. Come down and squeeze the buttocks. Come down, squeeze the buttocks. If you're in a chair, remember you want to just come up sort of halfway up. Okay, so you're pushing into your heels to come up to an almost standing position. We're about 9, 10 more. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. March it out. Move the legs, shake the legs. Shake, shake, shake it out. Good. Okay. Posture. Weights, our palms are facing in toward my body, and I'm pulling my elbows up high. The weights are coming underneath my shoulders, underneath my chin. My shoulders are down. So pulling up and in. Tummy tight. Breathe out and in. Breathe out as you go up. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe out, up. Breathe in, down. Good. Breathe out, up. Breathe in, down. Good. Let's go for 10 more. If anything gets too much, rest it, okay? Obviously, you want to push just a little bit further if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Move the legs. Move the legs, move the legs. Okay, because my weights are heavy, I'm going to come to one weight. You can take one weight or 2 very light weights or no weight at all for this next one. Okay, we're going to keep the legs absolutely still. We're coming from the thighs over the head or as far up as you can go. So we're going to come up, 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 and down. Standing tall, chin tucked in. Tuck the chin. Exhale as you go up. Inhale as you go down. And make it slow down as well. So the abdominal muscles have to work to stabilize both range of movements, the up range and the down range. And breathe out and breathe in. This is where you have to learn to keep your abdominals in as you breathe. Pilates, if anybody does Pilates. So we're coming up and down, coming up and down. Good. Lifting all the way up and coming all the way down. Lifting all the way up, coming all the way down. Let's do another 2 of these. Coming up, it's a hard one. And down, 1 more, coming all the way up and all the way down. Good, rest it. Take your strap, belt, band, whatever it is you have to do the next exercise with. It doesn't have to be stretchy. Stretchy is better, so we get the resistance. But if you don't have stretchy, that's absolutely fine. Okay. So we're going to take the arms up over the head, And you're going to keep your legs open wide, your knees are soft, so my knees are slightly bent, and I'm going to pull the band into my chest. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, and I'm sort of puffing my chest up toward the ceiling. Good, pulled out and wide. Exhale, in and up. Breathe out and up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 7, good. 8 and 9 and 10. Look up to the ceiling. 10 and 9. If you don't stretch, just pull the arms down. Pull the arms into the chest. If the band doesn't have any stretch to it, you can still work the lat muscles. And I think we have one more. And rest it. Keep your band. Strap or band. This time we're going out behind us. I'm holding the band between my palms, using my thumbs. Palms are facing out. My shoulders are all back. My chin's tucked in, and I'm going straight back. Straight back. Straight back. Good. Staying tall, and back we go. Back we go. Good. Pushing out with the palms. Back, and back, and back. Good. Keep it going. And back, and back, and back. Good, good. Here we go. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Hold it here in little pulses, little pulse. This is so good for our posture. As long as we're standing tall and the chin's tucked in, shoulders are down. It may take you a while to get this. Your arms may be a little bit wider. Ideally, I want you hip distance apart. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it. Good. March it out. March it out. March it out. Keep the band in hand. We're going to use it again. Okay, this time take your legs really wide apart, or you can sit down for this one. Arms come over the head, and we're going to lean to the side. Okay, come up to the center. We're using the obliques to pull us up. Okay, lean to the other side. Now I'm in between two very narrow walls, so I am not leaning forward nor back. And then abdominals tight. Exhale, come up. Lean to the side. Exhale, come up. Using the abdominals. Lean to the side. Exhale. So really try and focus. Keep going. Focus in to these oblique muscles to pull you up. Okay, lean over and use the muscles to come up. Lean over, use the muscles to come up. Good. And the ones I mean are in here. So you pull the tummy button in tight to come up. That's it. Pull in tight. Good. And down, pull in tight. And down. 2 more. Here's our 2. And up. And down. And up. Good. Release the arms. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Roll it back. Roll it back. Roll it back. That's it. And that leads us into the next exercise. I want you to grab one. If you have an option of weights, take one heavy weight. Okay? The heaviest that you have, if you have an option. If not, just grab your weight. It doesn't matter. Your arms are going to be elbows. You can do this sitting down as well. Elbows into your side, and you're going to make a figure of 8. So if you're standing, it's kind of like you're skiing over the moguls. That's it. So we're doing a little twist and twist and twist. Again, working into those waist muscles. Good. Make those nice figure of 8 motions. Keeping up as tall as you can with the spine. So I'm not leaning into it. I want to work into the waist, not into the back. I'm almost leaning back a little bit to get this motion. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest it there. Very good. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of balance work. So, lose your weight, please. And you're going to have a support if you need it. Hopefully you don't need it. Try not to need it. You can use the wall, but I want you to stand nice and tall and close so that you're upright, not leaning into anything. You can have your hand on a chair or on a table, but try not to lean onto it, okay? Even just with one little finger on your support. Or hands on your hips, hands on your hip bones, and use your reflection in the screen, if you can, or a mirror later on if you do this at home on your own. You want your hips to be in line. So at the moment, I want you just to lift your knee, keeping up nice and tall, pulling the abdominals in, keeping the ribs tucked in. So there's a tendency that we stand with the ribs popping out. So I want you to tuck the ribs in. So you're going to use the abdominals just a little bit more, keeping tall, and keeping the weight on your standing foot in the middle of the foot, but try not to use your toes. Lift your toes up, away from the floor, away from the sole of the shoe. Okay, rest that there. Take the leg behind, bring the heel to the bum. Okay? So you're just kicking the heel up, but it's not touching the floor. I'm balancing. I'm using my abdominal muscles. I'm gazing straight out in front to keep my stability and or support if you need it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the leg comes across the front and we're swinging from side to side. Good. So all of these are working on balance, changing the position or the motion of the leg. Keep up nice and tall. Good. That's good. Probably the harder one. That's it. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it. Good, good, good. Now you should feel it in this part of the leg, okay? If so, it means that because we have a tendency to kind of stand on one leg or the other, especially as ladies, and so this enables us to stand on both hips evenly and support the back a little bit better. Okay, side number 2. So standing tall, move your balance aid to the same side of which we are working, okay? If you can, if you need to turn your back to me, then do so. Okay, so you can lift the knee up and down. So try and see your posture, that you're not leaning over to the side or leaning onto the balance. Okay, that you're standing absolutely as tall as possible. Your neck is long, your shoulders are dropped down, abdominals are in, and I'm just pushing my, not even touching the floor with my heel, but the heel goes down, the knee comes up. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg goes out behind and I'm kicking the heel to my bum. Good. Keeping tall, keeping the abdominals in. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg comes across now. So this is the one, if you're not using any balance, you may want to take your arms out. Oi. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Good. Again, you should be feeling it up here. That's it. If you're feeling it in other parts of the leg, it means that you're leaning a little bit to the side of your foot, either in or out, depending on whether it's on the outside or the inside of the calf. So for the next time, just be aware of that you're standing right into the middle of the foot. Or try this. Brush your teeth, stand on one leg. Okay, and try and stand as tall as you can. That's it. Marching out, marching out, marching out. Okay, last couple of exercises. We're going to work the triceps, which is another very important. So if you fall, to catch yourself, it's the tricep, the back of the arm that you need to help push you up, okay, or to brace yourself, all right? Otherwise, you're going to go down, down, down. So the tricep is a very important muscle to work. That one, the back of the arm. Okay, so you're going to lean very slightly forward. Your elbows are lifting up behind. The weight is on the heels. Your bums are sticking out. And you're going to extend the forearm out behind you. That's good. Keeping the elbows nice and high all the time. 18, 19, 20. Hold it out, hold it out, hold it out. Keep the arms extended. Keep the muscle extended so the tricep is engaged. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Little motion. Pulses. Pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it, good. Well done, roll the shoulders out. Good, important to work the tricep muscle. Okay, the last one, oh yeah, last one I wanted to do, switch the weights. We're going to do working into the waist again, elbow to knee, same side. So we're going to lift elbow to knee, or knee, we're going to lift the knee to the elbow. Here we go. 2, 3, working into the waist. So we do a little tilt, 7, 8, 9, 10 more, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, we're going to come down to a seated position. So if you want to pin Brian's video, Brian is wearing black shorts and black t-shirt. If you want to follow him and lie on the floor, please do pin his video. So in the little box where Brian is, you just, there's 3 little dots, you push on that and then you push on pin video and you can follow him. But if you want to sit and do your stretches, follow me. And if you're following the recording, then sorry, you just have me. Okay. All right, so we're going to come straight to our stretches. So we're going to start with the legs today and finish with the upper body. So we're going to move up the body. All right, and you all know these stretches, most of you. Okay, so I have my belt around the top of my foot. If you see, it's on the top, so I'm pulling my toes back as well. I'm resting the heel on the floor out in front of me, so my knee and my toes are pointing straight up, and I'm going to lean forward, but I have a long, straight spine. Okay, I'm not rounding my back. I have a long, straight spine. I'm leaning forward to enable the 2 ends of the end of the muscles to separate, so between the back and the hamstring muscles, so we get length, as much length as possible. And then pulling the toes back means that you'll feel the stretch probably in your calf muscle also. Because of all the standing and the marching, the calf muscles are working quite hard. So leaning forward, and if you can take a little bit lower, do so. Just inch away, do not bounce, just go down little by little. Pop, 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 pop. Turn your toes in. So keep the stretch wherever you are, but just turn your toes inward slightly. You should feel the stretch changing position. Now turn your toes out slightly. Very good. Okay, now sitting up tall, still with the band around your foot. Now I want you to take your foot out wide. Then wide to the side. So we're creating a stretch through here, through the inner thigh muscle. Good. I'm sitting up nice and tall. You can pull into the stretch if you want, leaning over to the side of the stretch to increase that stretch or stretch sensation as you feel. Excellent. Okay, from there, bring the leg all the way up and over. Now creating a stretch into the outer thigh. Good, nice big stretch. Hold it. Good. And then bring it down. Bring that ankle now, that same leg. You see very well, but I have my ankle over my knee. So the leg that I was stretching is now up and over my knee, and I'm going to lean forward, and I'm resting my elbow on my knee to give a bigger stretch into my buttock area. So you should feel this in this sort of outer hip, butt cheek area. If you're not feeling it, you can always move your ankle a little bit further down your thigh towards your hip, and that'll help intensify the stretch if needed. Good, and release it. Now change sides. So we're taking the strap around the foot, extending the leg out in front, sitting up nice and tall, bending at the hip, getting a nice big stretch all the way down the calf and the hamstring muscle. These stretches are so important. I try and dedicate at least 10 minutes at the end of our class to stretching, because it's as important as all the rest of the exercises we do. Maintaining flexibility. And these stretches, if you remember them, if you go out hiking or walking, then when you come home, if you can do this little series of stretches, that would be fantastic for muscle repair, longevity, so on and so on. Turn your toes in, please. Still keeping the stretch. Turn your toes out. And then take the leg wide out to the side. Getting a stretch in the inner thigh. And if you want to lean into that stretch, you can. You're increasing the stretch in the inner thigh muscle. And then bring the leg up, lean to the back of your chair. If you can, whatever you're sitting on, lean back slightly, just bring the leg over. So getting a stretch now into the outer thigh. Good, now bring the ankle over the knee. Sitting up tall, leaning forward, bring a nice big stretch into your buttock. And again, if you want to intensify that stretch, if you feel you need to, just slide the foot a little bit closer to the hip. And release it. Very good. Before we do the standing stretches, come to a seated, if you're lying on the floor, come to a seated position. If you're seated with me, we're just going to stretch out the neck and the upper body, and then we'll finish with the thighs standing up. So I want you to interlace your fingers, please. Drop your chin to your chest, but make sure you're sitting really tall. You're sitting on your sit stones, maybe even sitting on the edge of your chair or wherever you're sitting. If you're sitting on the floor, you may want to put a pillow underneath you so you're lengthening up the spine. Interlace your fingers, take the hands onto the back of the neck. Sitting tall, use your abdominals to maintain the stability or the support for the spine. Bring your chin to your chest, and with the weight of the arms, nothing more, let your elbows drop forward so you feel a nice long pull down the neck, down the back of the neck. But try not to pull. It's just the weight of the arms. You can round the shoulders just a little if you want the stretch to go down a little bit further into your back. Okay, round the shoulders just a little. And then without sitting up, release your hands and then just let the head float up. Okay, so you're sitting tall. Now take your right hand all the way over the head onto your left ear. And again, with the weight of the arm, you're just letting the right ear come to the right shoulder. Getting a nice long stretch here all the way down the side of the neck. And you can extend out the left arm, moving your left shoulder slightly forward and back to increase or intensify the stretch as needed. Good, and release it, let the head float up. Bring the left arm all the way up and over to the left side of the head, to the right, sorry. Left arm to the right side of the head. And the left ear is coming down to the left shoulder. Getting that length through the right neck. Extend out the arm if you need to. You can just move the shoulder, rotate the shoulder back and forward slightly. Turning your thumb out and in. Feel the stretch. Change your position slightly. And release the arm, let the head float up. Good, on its own. Take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers behind you, stretch out the chest, so you're lifting the chest up to the ceiling. Looking up. Good, take your left arm across the body, wind or lace your right arm onto your upper arm. So you're getting a stretch into the shoulder. Change sides, take the arm across. I feel this from yesterday's class. Good. Last but one, take your hand down the center of your back, either push or pull the elbow behind your head. Try and sit as tall as you can. So, and then you can lean, if you wish, over to the side to bring the stretch all the way from your elbow all the way down the side of your body. Up to the center, change sides, come across, and into the stretch. And release it. Good. Releasing the arms. Excellent. Come up to a standing position, everybody, please. You're going to take hold of lift the knee up in front, take hold down your shin, and pull the leg out behind you to get a stretch into the front of the thigh. Running over just a little bit, we're almost there. And release it. Change sides, lift the knee, take hold of the shin or the ankle, pull the leg behind, feel the stretch. And release it. From here, take a nice big deep breath in, inhale, all the way up, 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 and exhale. Breathe in, bring it all the way up. And exhale, one more time, breathe in and up. And exhale, shake it down. Well done, very good everybody, lovely class.